Hello, my name is Elsa. I'm a student of Business English 7 and this is my portfolio number 2. Today I'm gonna be talking about a video on YouTube found on the channel Real Men Real Style, which is recorded by Antonio Centeno. He is a YouTuber that tends to inspire men about how to have a style, and of course in this video he tells them and all the public, women included, how to improve public speaking. So he tells us during the video 5 tips in order to be a better speaker. So he starts by saying that coming across a topic really natural, it's something that takes time. It's a skill that must be developed. And the first thing that we gotta do in order to have it is practice. Practicing is something that it's important in every activity we do daily. For example, when we download a video game on the phone, at the beginning we tend to not play it very well, but then we become like pro experts. So it's something really important to do, practicing in front of a mirror, in front of a friend, in front of our family, in order to make our presentation perfect within the time. And the second tip that he gives us is to listen. We tend to speak, and not listen anything because we think that we are perfect and that we are never gonna failure because we have practiced a lot. But I think that listening is very important. Why is it so important? Because I think that great leaders are great listeners. For example, in an organization, if the CEO doesn't listen to what their clients or providers or the workers of his company, the company is just gonna go down. We have to listen to what other things we are failing in, and in this way we're gonna be able to be more perfect, like as I said on the practice tip. The third tip is to record and watch. Okay, when doing presentations, it is very important to know and to see how others see us, how others perceive we are doing the things. So recording and watch is very accurate in order to see our failures again and like developing as best as we can. So we can take as an example the YouTubers. I think YouTubers don't upload the first video they record because they might think, oh my gosh, look at that, I think I made a huge mistake here, it's not good, I'm gonna delete this right now, or I'm gonna edit this part, I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna put this sound. So I think recording and watch is very important, especially for people dedicated to social media. It's very, very accurate. The fourth tip that he gave us is to be honest. If you're faking something, the audience is immediately gonna notice that, and they're not gonna be paying you more attention, or they're not gonna be confident to the information you're telling us about. So being honest with yourself and being honest with the audience, it's a main point when doing presentations, especially oral, because you're like going through them with the eye contact, with the movement, with the pitch, with the tone, with the volume of the voice. So that's the thing that it's quite important. So, and finally, he tells us the fifth tip, which is know the subject and know the audience. If you're gonna be doing a presentation about tomatoes, for example, you have to know all about tomatoes. So that's why it is important to know the topic or the subject you're talking about. Because if you are in the middle of a presentation and you freeze, if you know the subject, you're gonna be able to wing it, to develop it, to continue with it, to chase it, and have a great ending. But if you don't know, if you're not prepared, what is gonna happen is that you're gonna stop there and people is gonna be like, what is he doing? Why isn't he continue? Why am I wasting my time being here? So I think that knowing the subject is important, as well as knowing your audience, because you're not gonna refer in the same way to different people. If we take as an example, kids on kindergarten tend to love colors and tend to relate everything with their TV shows. So we're not gonna be doing that with college students. It's just like different audiences, and we can to use different strategies. So finally, I can conclude that these 5 tips are very useful in my life because I'm an international business student and I tend to do a lot of oral presentations. So these tips, practice listening, recording, and watch, knowing the subject and knowing my audience and being honest, might be a key to develop my professional career through my life. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.